Hi guys, my name's Dr. Wendy Dearborn and I'm a choice expert. I became a choice expert based on an experience that I had at the age of 21, which is 30 something years ago. That experience taught me that our lives are built one choice at a time. The experience that I had isn't different to many people, thousands, actually millions of people who have had near-death experience. So that in itself isn't the wow factor. But the wow factor for me was that I realized that everything that we do, everything that I do, everything that you do, everything that we do is predicated upon choices. This is how I became a choice expert. In this inspirational moment, one of the things that I do want to discuss with you today is simply this. Cold, hard, brutal facts of life are simply this. There are two things that you can be assured of. There are two things that you know have happened and will happen. One, that you were born, and two, that you will die. It's a given fact. All of us have the same destiny coming to us. All of us, or I'll phrase it this way, the majority of us have a destiny, that destiny coming to us. And I feel that it's something that people should embrace, but that's my feeling. That's my feeling based on my experience of having a near-death experience. But what I want to talk to you about today is simply this. I want to talk about the sandwich, the ham and cheese, the fried egg, the fried bologna and fried egg, the BLT, the turkey, the tuna melt. I want to talk about the sandwich, and the sandwich is, what are you doing in between there and here? What are you doing in between your life, in between being born and in between the time that you make your transition? What is it that you are doing? Or as an intrinsic coach, I know the question to ask you is, what is it that you are wanting for your life? You see, if you don't ask yourself these questions, you won't do what it is that you want to do for your life. If you don't do what it is that you want to do for your life, you may not hit the purpose that you chose to incarnate, you chose to be born for. You see, your life, my life, everybody's life, everything that is living and breathing, that has been created by the universal creator, that has been created by God, or that which is greater than ourselves, everything that has been created for a purpose. For a purpose. And that purpose is for you to make choices about what you do from the day that you are born to the day that you make your transition. It's important. You see, eventually it's going to hear, or you're going to see, or the words will come up, game over. You see, life is truly a game. But it's a personal game. It's like one-on-one. I understand this is why many people like golf. You know, my husband likes golf, and he says, although you go out and play as a group, it's a sport that you challenge yourself. You're always challenging yourself, and so it is with life. You should be challenging yourself. So this inspirational moment is truly about, what is it that you are wanting for your life? From this moment forward, where do you feel that you are? Are you halfway through your life? Have you just started your life? Well, hey, let me tell you something. Just let me just slow that roll. You don't know how long, how short life is going to be. They say you should live your life like there's no tomorrow. I say live your life like you want it to be today. Because if there is no tomorrow, what's the point of worrying about that? Live your life the way in which you want it now. How do you want it today? How do you want your life to manifest for you today? And believe me, as I have said many times, life is happening for you, not to you. When you move from that mode of life is happening to me to life is happening for me, you empower yourself. You see, you may feel that you are guaranteed 70, but that might not be so. You might be 70. You might be only the 10. You might be the 5. You just don't know. But what you do know is that you are here. What you do know that you are in the now. What you do know is that you have the power of choice on your side. What you do know is that the universal laws have been placed here for you to use so that you can invoke, so that you can create the life that you want to live. You know, guys, we make life so much more complex than it actually is. And as my sister Olivia says, we make life, or life is simply complex. And there's truth to that. But you see, the word that is the spinner here for me is simple. We do so many things in such a convoluted way to get to where we need to be. We don't do things that we know that we should have done ages ago. We don't do things that we know that we should do now, because we'll say, we'll put it off and do it tomorrow. Well, tomorrow might never ever come. And you know that thing that you haven't done? You know that blessing that you're waiting on? You know that thing that you have spoken, you're affirming, you're using affirmations, and you're trying to speak it into existence. You know the thing that you haven't done? That's the thing that is preventing you from receiving the blessing, or preventing you from having that manifestation. I hope I'm making sense to you today. You see, life, your life, is all about you and your choices. Don't get it twisted. It's about you. I can't experience life for you. You can't experience life for me. Yes, you can bring an influence to me. And yes, I can bring an influence to you. But you cannot experience life for me. I can't breathe for you, and you can't breathe for me. If you need the kiss of life, and you're going to depend on carbon dioxide that I'm putting out, one of us is going to die, and it's going to be you. You can't eat an apple and me stay nourished, me stay fed, and me stay alive. You can't eat an apple and that happened for me at this moment in time. You see, I have to eat the apple myself. And so it is with life. You have to have the experiences yourself, and experiences are based upon the choices that you make. You see, life is moving along, and life is taking you along. Life can sometimes drag you along, and you know life is taking you along because if you look back over a year ago or 6 months ago or a month ago, if you look back, you like, oh my God, how did I get here? In a snap. Life is moving along and ever moving forward. Life doesn't move backwards, it moves forward. So what I'm saying to you is, why not through conscious awareness of your ability to choose for you, why not move forward with it in conscious awareness? Why not? Why not own your life? Why not own your life? Why not take responsibility for the things that have happened in your life? And I'm not condoning anything that has happened to anybody in their life. I'm not condoning anything that has happened to anybody's family, to you personally. What I'm saying is take ownership. You see, when you pass the buck, when you pass the blame, irrespective of what has happened to you, what you do is you disempower yourself. Own it. And as hard and bitter as this pill may be to swallow, whatever has happened to you in life has happened as a result of a choice that you have made. Hear me clearly. I am not condoning anything that has been perpetrated against you and or your family. Loved ones, your pets, I'm not doing that. What I'm saying is what is the equation that brought you to this crossroads? Something had to bring you to the crossroads. Something had to put you in the crosshairs. This is how powerful choice can be. Now, I know a lot of people don't want to hear that. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that because it's easier to blame others for where you find yourself. You see, you have a span from the day you draw breath to the day when you stop breathing. In between, all of that is your life. What are you wanting for your life? Not what you want to do to life or what you want life to do for you. What are you wanting for life? You see, none of us are guaranteed the next inhalation or exhalation of breath. None of us are guaranteed the next blinking of an eye. You just don't know. So my question to you is, what is it that you are wanting to do for you in between now and then? In between now and when? Because that destiny is happening. That destiny is happening as sure as I am sitting here and breathing. And I do know that you can, should you choose, create the life that you want to live through the power of your conscious awareness of choice. So empower yourself through choice. What you gonna do with your bologna sandwich? What you gonna do with your spam sandwich? What you gonna do with your ham sandwich? What you gonna do with your tuna melt? What are you gonna do in between here and here? In between the two slices of life? What you gonna do? I'm Dr. Wendy Dearborn. Until next time, peace.